Hello, I bring you greetings. I trust you are doing good and coping with the changing time in our country and in the whole world. Okay, this video is strictly for growing up pastors. Growing up pastors, you are a pastor in ministry, whether you are a church leader or you are into ministry in general. This video is for you. I've been in ministry for decades, and part of the things I'm going to share with you are part of my observations in ministry. And I guess it's going to help you, especially you pastors that are from the northern region of the country, Nigeria. Okay, now my focus today, this is going to be the first part on how not to end in tears. How not to end in tears. Let me give you a brief story about John G. Lake. John G. Lake was one missionary to South Africa who was terribly anointed by God. He had healing grace. He was anointed in the area of healing. He did a lot of things in South Africa, but predominantly we are told much more about his healing ability. But do you know that the children of John G. Lake refused to continue in ministry because of the tears they had? They were so offended because their mother died because of hunger. So they were so disappointed about ministry. Worthy of note, ministry is God's gift. Anything God initiates, it is good. So God did not give us something that is bad. But the truth of the matter is that some things, if they are not put in place, what God put in your hand can become a curse. Example, it was God that called Judas. Judas was a product of prayer and fasting like any of the apostles. God had a good intention for Judas. But along the journey and the platform of life, Judas missed it. Many pastors are in tears now as I'm talking to you. And I don't want you that is coming up to end up in tears. Why? Ministry will not continue like this. So listen to these following things I want to tell you. Ministry is changing because people are changing. That's number one thing I want you to put at the back of your mind. Ministry is changing because people are changing. People are dynamic. No people, no ministry. Whether into church work or into the conventional ministry, once there are no people, no ministry. When people are in hardship, ministry will be in hardship. When there is crisis outside, for example, if there is war in your city, for sure there will not be ministry. Just like there was lockdown, nobody came to church. So you have to understand this very well, that ministry changes as people are changing. So that will help you to begin to prepare yourself. So that you will not just be holding on to what you don't need to hold on to, or so that you will not hold something tight when you are supposed to kind of hold it with a little bit levity, flexibility. Okay, take note. Ministry change as people are changing. Number two, I want you to remember this point. Plan for your future while you are still strong. Plan for your future while you are still strong, you are still young. Plan for your future. If you don't plan for your future, nobody is going to do it for you. Okay, you have to sit down. Now, I want to tell you something that many people will not tell you. I want to tell you now. When you are strong, that is the time you should eat less. Eat less so that you can save for the future. You did hear what I said? Eat less so that you can plan for the future. Number two, dress with less expensive clothes so that the remaining money you can plan for the future. Wear less expensive shoes so that you can plan for the future. Don't allow anybody to deceive you. I have been in this work getting to 40 good years as a pastor, as a ministry. So I am telling you what will help you. I am telling you what will take away tears from your life in your future. These are not things they may tell you in pastors' conference. So I'm telling you today so that you can be very wise, so that you can be very careful. Okay? Don't eat what others are eating. I learned something from Duro Adeboye. Professor Duro Adeboye was one great Gospel Unlimited ministry in Zaria. In fact, up to today, I can remember the box, P.O. Box 111. I know if he watches this video, he'll be shocked. I'm still holding the mailbox on my head. Duro Adeboye spoke to us at a young age in a meeting. He said he was refusing to eat meat when he used to sell almanac. He refused to eat meat, not because he doesn't want to eat meat, but he says, if he eats meat today, where will he get it tomorrow? Though he is a professor, though at that time he wasn't, he later became a professor. He has blessed a lot of people. Now hear me, here is the wisdom. He's still being built in what I'm telling you. Dress less, eat less, reduce your comfort and save it for the future. Nobody taught me this. It's part of my mistakes in ministry that I'm teaching you today. Yes, God has technically helped me, but I don't want you to go through what I went through. Plan for your future. Plan for the future of your wife. Plan for the future of your children. Sit down and plan. What I mean plan is have your future in view. Have your future in view. The next 20, the next 30, the next 40 years. Have your future in view. Things will not always be like this. Jesus said, observe the time and season.